Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video I am making. I've been posting on TikTok for about a year, but I just wanted to start on here because I tend to ramble. And I figured YouTube is a good place for longer content. A little intro to me and this channel. I grow orchids. This is one of my oldest orchids. I think this is my third orchid that actually survived with me. So it's kind of a special one. And I love to put orchids in glass pots like this. This one is a bit tall. I do not recommend this one. This was originally a fail until I changed the watering, but I do love a nice fancy glass pot for an orchid. This is one of my crazier ones. This is a Brassivola nodosa. And I just love how this looks. I also love miniature orchids. They are one of my favorite types of orchid. Pleurothalids in general are my favorite orchids. I have lots of them. And I love them mostly just because they look so different from other orchids. And the flowers are always incredible. I also love growing orchids mounted. This is a little oncidium that I love so much. I am so excited to tell you more about how I care for these amazing plants and to show you some incredible flowers. Flowers are obviously the best part about keeping orchids, in my opinion. Who doesn't love some lovely flowers like these? But one of the things I really try to emphasize is loving the plant as well. For example, I love the way the leaves split apart like that. That is one of my favorite things that orchids can do. I also love massive pseudobulbs. That is what originally got me into keeping fancy orchids, was these fancy, huge pseudobulbs on oncidiums specifically. I have all types of orchids, including this Vanda orchid. It is hanging behind me, so I don't really want to move it too much, but it has the same thing that I love on the leaves. So I really think appreciating the plant, oh my goodness. I really think appreciating the plant is going to really help you succeed in keeping your orchids alive. One of my favorite groups of orchids are dendrobiums. They are very easy for me. I don't know what it is about my watering, my climate, what something really works for me, and I love their little flowers. This one is also fragrant, which is very exciting because not too many orchids are. So it's a nice little thing when it happens. I am so excited to show you more of my orchid setups, like this Dracula Lotax I have growing in a jar, and so many other fun things. I love experimenting with orchids and trying new things that make my life easier. I don't have to water these ones as much, but I really love putting them in glass pots. That is one of my favorite things. And when it blooms, I always love these flowers. They are just so pretty. And this one has two at the moment, if I can show you. One on each side. It's going to have four. I did not really take care of this orchid this year. I was pretty bad at watering it, fertilizing, especially fertilizing it. I do not fertilize this one at all. So I am very surprised that it is blooming, but it has four flowers. So that is very exciting. Please let me know if you have any orchid or plant related questions. I also keep quite a few other plants. I have money trees, monsteras, succulents. I have quite a few of. Most of those are some really cool flowers because I'm a flower person. I think the cooler the flower, the better the plant. And if it has cool leaves, then that makes it even better. Or a cool leaf structure, that makes it even cooler for me. I also keep African violets, some semi-hydro, some normal. I do love trying and experimenting with new things. It is one of my favorite things to do with plants. It is why I have so many, so I can try something I randomly thought of one day. This is what I call the bubble because it looks like a little bubble for me. This is a Bulbophyllum monoform. I think that is what it is called. It is a very small leafless orchid. It just has these round pseudobulbs, and I love how it looks. And it does great in here. This is something I have never seen before. I used to struggle with humidity, especially with miniature orchids. I used to try these dome things and I just couldn't figure it out. But eventually I got better. And now oh my goodness, I almost rocked everything and knocked it over. I have gotten better and I want to share it with you so you can hopefully keep plants and these really cool orchids a little bit easier. This is one of my favorite Masdevallia orchids. It is my pride and joy, honestly. From all my pleurothalids, this is my best one. I love it. It blooms frequently. It has a bud right now. One of my craziest flowers. It has a little wiggling lip inside. That just kind of bobbles around. Very strange and very pretty to look at. I can't wait to show you everything I am doing with these amazing plants and all the flowers I get because those are incredible. And I hope that this teaches you that you can keep orchids. It is possible. I hope you stick around and enjoy these amazing plants with me. Was that long enough? I feel like I should talk more. Oh, I have to put everything away now. Ugh. Why do I have so many plants? Do y'all like succulents? Because I do. This is one of my favorites. It's a golem jade. Please like and subscribe and leave anything you want to see down below. Oh my god, this is so heavy. I hope I see you again soon.